This is the story of when Godzilla challenged the mighty Zeus. It's in the second issue of Godzilla Rage Across Time. The first scene is of an ongoing war between two factions of humans, but their battle is interrupted as Godzilla appears before them. We are then brought within the great halls of Mount Olympus. We can see Poseidon, Ares, and Zeus. A messenger arrives to give Zeus an urgent message. Two mortal factions once at war have both been felled, but Zeus does not seem to care and just laughs it off. He says, if humans do not ask for the guidance of the gods, then let them suffer the consequences of such decisions. Aphrodite is trying to convince Zeus to give the humans another chance, to at least look into the matter. There could be another Titan. Poseidon would then volunteer to look into this matter. Aphrodite shows a lot of concern for the mortals, but Zeus does not seem to care of mortal troubles. When Poseidon shows up, all he sees are destroyed ships. Then something emerges behind him. This beast towers over the god Poseidon, but still he begins his attack against Godzilla. But his efforts prove to be outmatched by the power of Godzilla. A giant wave then floods the city below Mount Olympus. As the other gods look down, they realize that Poseidon has failed. Zeus becomes enraged. Nobody knows how this creature arrived, but they only speculate that it was Poseidon's wave that brought the creature here. If he still lives, he will answer to Zeus, but for now, they try to take down Godzilla. Ares, the god of war, jumps down to challenge the monster, but his efforts also prove to be no match for Godzilla, as he is vaporized from Godzilla's atomic breath. Zeus would then summon the Hydra to attack Godzilla. The king of monsters would use its atomic breath on it. It seems to have some effect, but the Hydra keeps attacking. Godzilla would then smash the Hydra up against a mountain, causing it to shatter. It all crumbles down into pieces as the Hydra is defeated. Zeus would emerge from the rubble of his kingdom. Everything he had, everyone he knew, it was all gone. Now he was alone for the first time. It was all because of this monster. It had to pay for what it did. Zeus would begin his attack on the monster. Godzilla would swing its tail, but Zeus would jump out of the way, only to be crushed by Godzilla's tremendous foot. With all that weight, you would think Zeus was finished, but the mighty god proved to be so strong that he was able to lift Godzilla's foot. Zeus would attack with lightning bolts from one hand, then unleash his full power upon the monster. A huge lightning bolt strikes down upon Godzilla, engulfing his body with lightning. Zeus would use every ounce of his power to rid this world of that monster. He did it. He vanquished the monster. He vanquished the devil. His power even drained his body, now appearing as a much thinner version of himself. As he walks away, Zeus feels humbled, humiliated, and powerless. He also begins to understand the struggles of a mortal being. He feels their pain and sorrow, and not one of them is alive to see what he had done, not one to tell the story of my final act. Zeus would then continue his life, living among the mortals he once despised, but now he wishes to learn from these mortals, so that one day he may not feel them again. If he wishes to regain his power, he must spend time among them. He wishes to learn of their problems and their sacrifices, to never live with arrogance that he once had, and with the beast, his devil, long since gone. But in the distance, the volcano erupts, and then Zeus is last seen with a beam of light engulfing his entire body. His body would then be found during an archaeological dig. This area was previously known as Pompeii, Italy. The way his body was preserved, it's as if the destruction happened in an instant. One person says the artifacts give evidence that this site is very old. How could Godzilla have lived so long? Perhaps there could be more than one, but they never found evidence of that. But maybe the evidence could be all around them, waiting for someone to discover it. We can see an image of Godzilla that someone drew. This could be evidence that the people from long ago once encountered this legendary monster. Godzilla has changed our history more than we did his. Not even a god can defeat Godzilla. He remains the king of the monsters.